Good day, my girly pops. Welcome back to another Chitchat with Sal's. The Yetis are sitting. My baby would be mad if they watched this and saw my tablet. I am back at it with a motherfucking back at it again with another episode of Chitchat with Sal. I am so excited to actually do this episode because this is a topic that I'm very passionate about in a way. Not in a way, I am very passionate about it. We're gonna be talking today. I think you already saw the title, but we're gonna be talking about living the life that you want to live because I understand that some of us are just surviving. I'm trying to get out of that mentality. Of just being on survival mode because that is not what I want for myself. I don't want to just survive. I want to live life to the fullest because life is so beautiful. Like, we have so much things that we take for granted on a daily. I'm gonna mention journaling a lot with throughout my whole life, but like really seriously, like journaling helps you realize there's so much that we have that we take for granted, and it's just beautiful. Life is so beautiful. We can make it the way we want to make it, and we can live it the way that we want to live it. Y'all, I wet my hair so it shrunk. I'm gonna lean back on my headboard because I feel uncomfortable. Okay, now that we are all comfortable and everything, um living the life that you want, it's so easy for us to just be stressed and feel like we're constantly on survival mode, which is honestly very valid. Like, I'm not telling y'all that you can't feel like that because life is not easy. It is very fucking difficult to try to see the light in situations, especially when you're going through a hard time. Like for me, for example, these past few months from March until present, it's been like a non-stop of things happening, of things going wrong in my life, and it's very hard. Why am I getting emotional? It's very hard to try to see the good in life and try to still be positive about it when like everything is literally going to shit and you feel like your life has exploded. But I am here to tell you that the book that is your life, it is not over just because one thing happened. Like, life did not end when one situation happened that you're gonna bounce back from, and it's all about bouncing back from it. And I feel like taking back control of your life may push people away from you. It's true, it might push people away from you. You might lose some people, but you will also gain people, and you will gain positive things when you start taking control of your life and stop allowing certain things to happen to you. Life goes more smoothly, and I feel like life is about looking at it through the perspective that you want to look at it from. If you sit in your sadness, which I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing a lot. If you sit in your sadness and just like constantly going back to the past, the what ifs, what if I didn't do this, what if I didn't, just trying to go back and see like what you could have done differently to avoid what happened to happen, it's just like you're just gonna constantly be stuck in a cycle where you keep going back to the past and you never move from it, and then you just keep thinking your life is shit, and then your life will be shit because you think it's shit because in your mind it's already bad. How can you make it better? And that's totally understandable because I'm used to think the same way, and it's not easy at all. Especially when something, like for me, for example, keeping busy is something that helps me. It helps me to not sit with my thoughts and sit in my mental state that makes me depressed or have hella anxiety. And like within a blink of an eye, it was gone. And it's like there was nothing I could do about it. And it's crazy how things work and how life works. But I saw a video the other day, and someone was like, if you are attached to something, the more you attach to something and try to hold on to it, the more it goes away from you. You just need to detach. Like, detachment, the power of detachment is so strong and it's so true. Once you let go of the idea that you must have this or nothing else will work, once you get that idea out of your head, everything works out for you. Once you switch your thinking to, if I don't get this, I will get better, everything starts working for you. And like, you might think now that your life is going bad, but just look at it as a test. Just look at it as like, it gets better after this, because it's true. Like, we're gonna look back at the year, we're already halfway through 2026. It's not fucking insane? Like, we're in June of 2026, and I remember making one of these videos in December 2025 when the year was ending, and now I'm back here sitting in the same spot. Not the same spot, things have changed, but I am sitting in my brand new bed. Like, I did not have this bed when I last filmed Chitchat with Sal's before the one I posted the other day. And I bought myself a bed. A lot changed in my room. My clothing changed. A lot of things change, and you don't realize it till you get to the end of the year or like a few months into the year and just realize how much has changed. And a lot has changed with me. um and I'm not gonna lie, for the first 6 months of 2026 have been not me living my life that I want to live. And I realized that, and I made a promise to myself starting in June, like when the month started, that I am going to live the life that I truly want to live and that I think I deserve to live, and I'm going to live it being happy with or without people. And once you train yourself to think like that, you don't spend time. The time flies by fast, and you experience things, and you actually get things done, and you do things for yourself. And by the time the next half of the 6 months of the year go by, you're just gonna look back in your life like in awe, because you used the last 6 months of the year to do the things that you want to do. Even if the first 6 months wasn't okay, like for me, for example, I know that I had a shitty first half of the year. What I chose to do is flip it around. I'm not going to continue this pattern for the rest of the year. Absolutely not. Now it's time for me to live the life that I think I deserve, and live it to the fullest till the last for the last half of the year. Because I'm sorry, but I refuse to be unhappy. Starting from June, I refuse to be unhappy. I'm gonna let myself cry maybe the first half of June, first until the 15th. The 15th, the middle of the month, is my mark. Like, after that, it's time. Like, it's really time for me to put myself in a happy place and be happy, because I deserve it. It's about mentality, guys. It's about training your brain to think that you deserve things for you to be able to do them for yourself. Because if you don't think that you deserve something good, then you're not going to want to do it for yourself, because in your brain you don't think you deserve it. Like, for example, if you have the funds to buy yourself that car and you think you deserve that car, go and buy yourself that fucking car. You know what I mean? It's about things like that. Get yourself that overpriced iced latte because you think you deserve it. I don't have a job right now, but I have savings, and I will be damned if I deprive myself of something that I want or I deserve. Like, going out and getting myself a latte and sitting and reading in nature, that makes me happy. So I'm never gonna stop doing that. Things always work out. Things always work out. I used to say this all the time. I'm like, more money will come. And when I was saying that, I meant my paycheck. Like, there's more money on the way. Money will come back. It goes and it comes. That's my mentality. So it's like, you know what I mean? I always believe that there's always a way things work out. And if you feel like you deserve something, go ahead and do it for yourself. If it's gonna make you happy, if it's gonna bring you peace and joy and light into your life, then go ahead and do it. Do not worry about any other thing else, because why would you spend your whole time working hard for your hard-earned money, and you want a damn car and you need it, or you deserve a nice latte, and you're gonna deprive yourself of that for what? Y'all, please put yourselves first. Like, I promise you, please put yourself first and give yourself the life that you think you deserve. Because if you don't do that, you're just gonna be miserable. I'm sorry, but all of us, the people watching this video, myself, we are going to make the last half of 2026 count. We're gonna make it count, and we're gonna make it the best last months of our lives. And that's how we're gonna end off the year. We're not ending off the year on some sad bullshit, worrying about the future and all this stuff when we don't really even know what the future is. um Stressing about things that we have no control over, and keeping people in our lives that we know don't benefit us. Like, I'm sorry, but we're moving on from that. The last half of the year is gonna count, and it's gonna be all about us. It's gonna be all about us and the people that we love. Because guess what? If you don't do that, no one else will do that for you. So you gotta put you first. Like, you gotta really put you first. So here are some tips that I wrote down in my notes of ways to live the life that you deserve. First things first, you're gonna enjoy the little things. Like, you are going to try to enjoy the little things and move slower throughout your days, especially in the mornings. Morning should be your slowest times. I know people who work morning shifts and like work 9 to 5s and stuff like that, but you could just wake up that extra 30 minutes earlier, or do that one thing the night before that will make your mornings more less like having less things to do, so you can actually move slowly through your mornings and make the most of it and just like be calm, because the beginning of your day really does set the tone for the rest of the day. Like, that's very friggin' true. For example, my favorite thing when I was working and I'd have to leave home by like 1 p.m., I would wake up at 10 a.m. so that I have from 10 to 1 to get ready slowly and have my morning coffee and journaling time and make my breakfast and eat my breakfast and not have to rush through things and actually turn on some music, dance while getting dressed and doing my makeup and doing my hair. That stuff brings me joy. Starting my day on that note sets the tone for the rest of the day, and I know I'm gonna have a great day for the rest of the day. But if you roll out of bed after you snooze your alarm so many damn times and you get up and you rush and get ready and get dressed, you don't even have time for breakfast, barely grabbing an apple and running out the door, then that's what your day is gonna consist of. I think to live the life that you truly want to live, it's just about being slower and more intentional with your time. And this doesn't have to just be about mornings too. You could do the most importantly for mornings, because it does set the tone for the rest of your day. But if you're not able to do that in the mornings, do the evening time, your night routines. Make it slow. Take your time to unwind in the evening, to do your skincare slowly with music, or make yourself your calming tea and sit in bed and read or journal. That stuff, when you end off your night good, you're gonna set that tone and you're gonna have a good night rest, so you're gonna wake up tomorrow refreshed and ready to start the day on a good foot. Everything is all about like doing it the night before will have the same effect of doing it in the morning. Just enjoy the little moments, enjoy the little things. Do the little things, the small things that make you happy in the morning. Like for me, it's my making my iced latte and sitting and journaling for 15 minutes in the morning. That brings me hella joy. That makes me so happy. Makes me happier than even putting on makeup. Like, that's my peak joy in the morning. I go to sleep excited to do that the next day. I go to sleep excited to make my coffee the next day. Like, I dream about my coffee while I'm sleeping. That's all I think about is my morning iced latte and my journaling session time. That's all I think about when I'm sleeping. So it makes me excited like for the next day. So whatever makes you excited, it could be like, for you it could be your morning workouts. I know some people it's their morning workouts, and other people it's their daily journaling. Other people it's their breakfast. Like, anything that makes you happy, just find joy in the little things and do it slowly so that you can enjoy doing it and it can be a fun and good experience for you. The next thing you're gonna do, stop comparing your life. Stop comparing your life to people on the internet, because I know it's very easy. I mean, I've done it before. I'm a victim to this, is falling down the rabbit hole of comparing your life to other people, what you don't have versus what you do have. And this is why I say journaling. I think I'm gonna have to make a whole separate episode about journaling, but it when you really journal and when you reflect, not even journaling, you don't even have to write it down, but sitting in the morning or in the evening and just think about the things that went well for you, the things that you do have, the things that you're grateful for, you realize that you don't need to compare your life to anybody else, because you're already blessed with so many things. There's someone out there who will always have more than you have, or who will always have something that you don't have. But the one thing that you don't have in common with anybody is yourself, your personality. You will always be you. And I feel like you can also achieve a level of life. I feel like not comparing versus like being inspired by somebody is two different things. You can use somebody else's life, like seeing how someone else lives, as a motivation to better your life, to get the exact same thing or this or similar results for your life. So I wouldn't compare. I would just use it as motivation. Focus on what you already have and be grateful for what you already have versus what you don't. Because when you focus on what you do have instead of what you don't have, you are a much happier human being. Comparison is the thief of joy. Literally, I sound like an old person saying this. They've been saying this for years. Like, comparison is the thief of happiness. Like, it's the thief of joy. You're not going to be happy when you're constantly comparing yourself to somebody else, because everybody has a different path. Everybody has different things destined for them. God literally has your destiny written, and it's never going to skip you. What's meant for you will never skip you. So comparing yourself doesn't really help you or make things work faster for you. In fact, it might make things slower for you, because God wants you to appreciate what you already have. When you're appreciating what you already have, God is gonna constantly give you the things that are destined for you. Just don't worry and don't compare yourself, because whatever is meant for you will never pass you, like I promise. To live the life that you actually do deserve, you or the life that you actually want, you have to start with what you already have. Like, that goes in hand with what I was saying before, but start with what you already have and then work your way up from there. You know what I mean? Think about the things you already have, the things that you already achieved, the things that you already accomplished, and stuff like that. And then you go from there to achieve more to get your wants. The next advice that I have is to stop waiting until you're quote unquote ready to actually do things and make the move to to live the life that you want. Because if you wait till you're ready, you'll never be ready. You're gonna constantly be like, okay, when I'm ready, and it's gonna be a cycle of procrastinating. So just, even if it feels uncomfortable, just like posting content. If content is something that you really want to do and that's the life you want to live, stop waiting until you're ready, until this certain time or this certain time to post that content, because you will never be ready. Just go ahead, pick up the camera and vlog. Just film and post. Because if you wait till you're quote unquote ready, you'll never be ready. Do it uncomfortable. That's the best time. When you do it uncomfortable, you get better results. You can create the life that you want in small ways. It doesn't have to be some drastic big fucking change. Like, you could set small, realistic, achievable goals and see by the end of the year or in a few months, see how much you achieve, that you achieve everything. When you set big goals, it's harder to achieve them because they're so big and it takes a long time, and you feel pressured with the time crunch. But when you set small goals and you break them down into pieces, it gets so much easier. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if your goal is to find a new job, you're not just gonna put find a new job, because it takes time. So you can break it up into, oh, I'm gonna apply to this number of jobs today. Like, I'm gonna prep for an interview. I'm gonna apply to this many. You know what I mean? Just break them up into small pieces. One thing I want to tell y'all is that small changes create a bigger result. Doing small changes step at a time will give you a big result at the end. So do not worry, okay? So yeah, that's my little advice of living the life that you want, that you think you deserve to live, and that you deserve. You not think, you do deserve it. Because I know that it can be really difficult to differentiate what you think you deserve and what you think you don't deserve. So um yeah, guys, that is my advice. I think I'm gonna make a separate episode about romanticizing your life, because that is a hefty topic on its own, and it's a lot of delving into. As someone who was a part of the process for years and years and getting back into it, I know the ins and outs of romanticizing your life. Like, I have every tip you could ever think of. Don't you worry, I will come out with an episode maybe next week or the week after on the romanticizing your life topic. And I have many more topics in my notes that I want to talk to y'all about and give y'all advice on. So don't y'all worry, your girl is here to stay for the Chitchat with Sals, and she will be more consistent with uploading and filming and getting out these episodes. I know not these episodes don't get a lot of views. They don't perform that well on my channel, but I know that there's people out there, because I've heard feedback in person and online about people really appreciating this series, especially the younger girls. You guys are like my siblings. I'm your older sister. To anybody who's watching out there who doesn't have an older sister, I'm your older sister. And if you have any questions, anything you would like advice on, anything you would like my help on, just let me know. You don't even have to comment down below. You can message me. My social medias are down below. You can definitely message me and I will get back to you for sure. I'm never too ill to say. I sound like Nicki Minaj. I'm never too ill to say what up. Like, it's not that serious. Trust me, I know that. it really isn't that serious. Like, I will literally reply. I'm not bougie or nothing. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Chit Chat with Sal's episode 8. I want to say bow. We literally are on a roll. Like, I'm on a roll with content these days. Like, what the fuck? I'm literally filming a weekly vlog right now. Like, don't play. When I told y'all, like, when I get in my YouTube like groove, when I get motivated and actually want to push out content, I don't sit in it. I literally get to stepping and pushing out the content, because I'm not gonna give my I'm not letting myself lose the momentum. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not. Anyways, I will see you guys in my one of my next uploads and in the next Chit Chat with Sal's episode. Love y'all so very much. Let me know if you have any content ideas, anything you would like me to talk about in this series, any of your personalized specific topics that you'd like me to touch on to make a video about, because I definitely will. Let me know how y'all are feeling about this series. I know y'all don't interact nowadays. The internet is just people viewing stuff and not interacting, but let me know if you do interact. Let me know how you feel about this series. I love y'all so very much, and stay pretty, stay blessed, and stay grateful. Always be grateful for the things that you have in the life that you live, because you could be in a worst case, in a worse position, and there's people out there that have it worse than you. Just always remember that. I'm not saying that you're not entitled to feel your feelings or be sad or have the feelings that you have, but just remember, when it's all said and done, you are in a really great position in your life, a much better position than other people. So just always remember that and be grateful for that. But yeah, guys, I love you so very much. I will see you in my next upload. Bye, guys.